Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Yeah, how was your night? How many of us learned something yesterday? If you learned something, let me hear you say yes.
Yes.
That's not a strong yes. If you learned something, let me hear you say yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. Justin is about to catch fire. Yesterday we learned about a few things. One of which was success formula. How many people remember the success formula? Remember, what is it? What is the success formula? S equals what? Plus B plus B. Okay. What is S? What is B? Desire. What is I? Information. What is A? Action. What is B? Persistence. What is B? How many people taught somebody yesterday? Taught your girlfriend? No, you didn't teach anybody, so we don't all own it. Okay, but good. At least we're able to remember. Success is defined by that formula. If you were not here yesterday, please, can you please raise up your hands? Okay. Anyway, we then went to napkin presentation 1. Just follow us. Napkin presentation 1 was what? We talked about the power of multiplication. What is 2 times 2? 2 times 2 is what? 4. 4 times 2 is what? 8. 8 times 2 is what? 16. Alright? We said to ourselves that if we decided to multiply in our business, then our business will explode. Okay? And the simple way to do that was to apply the power of multiplication. Where is that thing again? Okay? This is what we learned. And the problem most of us have is that we want to continue to add. Instead of multiplying, use the power of multiplication. Work with not more than 5 people per time. That is how it is. Because I said to you that you have how many fingers? 5. How many? 5. If you want to grab hold of anything well, you need 5 fingers. So you need maximum of 5 direct active reports per time. Here, however, you can start with 2. And we saw the differences. When you add 1 more and it becomes 3, by the 3rd level, what do you have happen? You have a difference of how many? 65. Of 65. So the effect of 1 more person in your team can be 65 down 2 levels. We spoke about adding 2 more. Say add 2 more. Add 2 more. Say add 2 more. Add 2 more. When you add 2 more, you have the capacity to increase your team by over 500 people. Just by adding 2 more. So when you're working with a maximum of 5, by 2 levels, 3 levels deep, you should have over 500 people in your team. Which do you prefer? Working with so many people at the same time, or working with a little and watching it grow? Little. Okay, tell your neighbor, let everybody just do a little. Let everybody just do their little. Alright, and then we spoke about the salesman's failure syndrome. That in this business, you are more likely to fail if you have a salesman's mentality. Because the salesman is interested in just recruiting people, in making sales. He's not interested in building a network. However, if you will succeed, you must do 3 things. You must teach your downline how to teach their downline how to sponsor their downline. What that means is your work does not stop until you have gotten here. Are you following me? Until you have gotten to this level, your work does not stop. If you just sign somebody up and you abandon the person, you have not done your work. If you are guilty as charged, let me see your hands. Okay, good. All of us are guilty as charged. I'm the number 1 convict. for that particular felony. Alright? At different points in time, still sign people. But now it's different. We heard them to say yesterday, if you do not love someone, don't tell them about the business. Just sell something to them so that they don't talk to you again. When you want to tell them about the business, ensure that you will love them. If you have not loved them before, ensure that you are participating in an act of love when you begin to do this. Alright, good. And then we said it is better for you to work with 5 people and grow your team down than to just work with 130 people, 200 people personally, because you do not have the capacity to sustain them. Everybody must have maximum of 5 reports per time. When you supported them up to the 3rd level, your own 4th level, you have the capacity to lead them because now you have duplicated. Why? This business is about duplication. Please tell your neighbor, it's about duplication. It's not addition. It's about duplication. Listen to me, if you have not duplicated in this business, you have not succeeded. If you have not duplicated yourself in this business, you have not succeeded. If you have not gotten to the level where you've not gotten to the 3rd level with anybody, so much so that you can send them forth. Okay? You can anoint them and send them forth. You are now anointed to go and be creating your business in this direction. You have graduated from the school of sponsorship. Go down and sponsor likewise. Once you have not done that, you have not begun to succeed in the business. Alright? So salesmen may fail in this business if they bring the same mentality of sales. Here we build. Say we build. Say we build. Alright, we spoke about the 4 things you need to do. What's the first thing you need to do? Who can remind me? First thing. Get in and get started. Great. Second thing. Use the products. Good. Third thing. Shift gears. Change from 1 to 2. Change from 2 to 3. Change from 3 to 4. Change from 4 to overdrive. And when you are overdrive, forget about the speedometer. You are going. That's when, with your 5, you have gotten to bedrock. Okay, and everything begins to go exceedingly well. Alright, says get in and get started. 2 says use the products. 3 says shift into gear, because in this business, everybody starts in neutral. Do not assume that because you have got the A2W privilege path, you have shifted into gear. Don't assume that. All you have done is you have gotten in the vehicle and you started it. Once you've started it, you need to shift into gear. How do you shift into gear? Tomorrow, we are going to shift into gear. That's what the engineer was saying. Tomorrow is when we shift into gear. We will know those who are perpetually in neutral. Because when you do not shift into gear and you're in neutral and you started the car, you will burn the fuel on the same spot. The purpose of the vehicle is to get you somewhere. For some people, it's financial freedom. For some people, it's an extra $100 per week. Some people, it's an extra $500 per week. Some people, it's an extra $1,000 per week. And we have analyzed it to you to say you have no reasons to be bothered. For if you earn $100 per week passively by a system, it is as if you have how much in the bank in fixed deposit? It's as if you have over $1 million. In fact, I think that was $100 per month. That was $100 per month. That's $25 per week. Can you imagine that? If you earn $25 per week, it's as if you have about $1 million in fixed deposit. You are like that person. Both of you are the same. They are not different from each other. Alright? So we need to shift into gear. Tomorrow we shift into gear. We look for somebody through a third party invitation who is interested in business. When the person comes, we will do sizzle sessions. So you learn about that in a bit. And we will ensure that we get you to begin to earn before we leave here. It says shift into gear. First gear is 5 times. Second gear, third gear, fourth gear, and then get into overdrive. By the time you get to fourth gear, you see you have had to shift into that gear about 125 or 625 times. That shows how much support you are giving your team. You cannot even have time if you have serious people in your team. Hello? You cannot have time to be sponsoring somebody else. Because just 5 to 10 hours per week is all you devote to. You don't need more than that. That 5 to 10 hours per week you have scheduled. I have this schedule to meet this person, to meet this person, to meet this person. I have this, of course, with my downline, the person I sponsored, because I'm interested in their success, and all the way down. And you find yourself in an exciting business. Alright? Then we said 3. What's 4? We need to dig down to bedrock. Yesterday we established that the difference between height of buildings, it will be the relative difference between the depth of their foundations. Hello? Are you following me? That the height you want to go will determine the depth you need to go. You say you need to stoop down to conquer. Remember who said that? The war general. Who said that? Was an assignment. What is the literature? I know it is. It is very good. Shakespeare. Shakespeare. You need to stoop. It's the same thing with building. Same way. You need to ensure that you dig your foundation to build. Where you want to go will determine how you build. There is no rush in this business. Our foundation will determine our height. Alright? When you begin to build, you start digging with shovels. First level. By the time you move to bulldozers, you are at the second level. You are digging with machinery that has the capacity to move earth more. You are clearing the ground. Then you move to hydraulic excavators. You are taking out the ground. Your foundation is going deeper. People are still not seeing it. They assume that they are looking for results. Some people say it's until they see the results that they will follow you. They do not understand that you are digging deep. After you do that, then your results begin to show. Your building begins to show and begins to grow. We spoke about all that yesterday. If you do not dig down to bedrock, you will not have a solid foundation. What you will have is you will have a business that is temporary. It will be available for as long as you are available. And when you are not as available as you should be, then the business begins to fizzle out. When you do not dig down to bedrock, you have a lot of people who are in your business who are there simply because of the product. People do not join a business because of the product. They join the business because of the potentials of the business. Hello? That is why anybody must be in your team as part of your business that you are building. It is because of potentials of, I tell people it's simple. The guy who sells Pampers, the guy who distributes Pampers, you know what Pampers is? Diapers. The guy who distributes Pampers, is it because he's wearing it? Hello? Is it because he likes it every time he wears it? He doesn't get wet. Is that why he's selling it? No. Selling it because he can see the potentials of the business using the product. That's why otherwise it's babies that should be selling it. Because they're the ones that can really testify. Whether or not it's wet. You know, not even their mothers. But that's it. Somebody sees it as a business potential, and based on the business potential of that product, he's driving the business. Same thing. There's a business here, and your duty is to ensure that anybody that joins your business can see that business potential and must be willing to grow their business. You're there to support them to grow. Okay? We'll start today with napkin presentation 5. And it continues to get interesting. When you get to this point, you really begin to see who you are and how you've been doing the business. What we're trying to do here is we're trying to shift our paradigms. There's a way that this business works. And that way has been documented for so long. For people who do not know. So there's a book written by Don and Nancy Fowler. They are extremely knowledgeable about this business because even at the time of writing this book, there are sold over 5.5 million copies in 1984. You know, I tell people, if you think about it well, you know that if it's just from the sale of the book, they are millionaires in dollars. Are you following me? Hello? You know, it is because of what they wrote that people bought the book. But let's assume that what they wrote is a lie. But 5.5 million people have still bought the book. They are millionaires by virtue of that. Am I correct? Yes. They are worth listening to. There are many best-selling books that you know that have not sold 5.5 million copies. They're written in about 30 different languages. Here you see 23. this last edition was published in 1984. Oh, sorry, the first edition was published in 1984. And you'll be shocked to know that at that time, they had about 140,000 people in their network. Now they have about 1.5 million people in their network, or over. They are worth listening to. Don't forget, we said success formula. One of success formulas is information. Seek out and find information. When you find it, follow the system. Hello? It's called other people's knowledge and other people's experience. OPK and OPE. It's important. Once you have it, you don't have any problems. Haven't documented it, we have decided to follow it. Before now, we have done it like we know. Anyhow. Am I correct? Haven't you done it anyhow? Hassan, have you done it anyhow?
Yes.
But now we are trying to do it according to the book. We will follow the mentorship until it works. Nobody is allowed to write another book until they have 1.5 million and one people in their team. How many people are interested in having that number in just? Hello? See, there is a level you get to when you start doing the business right. When, even if you do not want your team to grow, you cannot stop it. Hello? If you send out an email of courses to your downline, they will not listen to you. That everybody who continues this business will be costs. They will not see tomorrow. They will not do anything. They will just send back, God bless you. They reply. There's a level you will get it. Because the business would have been so tangible to them, you cannot tell them anything different. Are you following me? It is impossible for you to convince those who are giving birth to children that there is nothing called the miracle of birth. Are you following? Because after they have performed, they begin to watch it grow. 9 months after, one performance will create a human being. They cannot explain it. They do not know the science behind it, but they will tell you that there's something called the miracle of birth because they have experienced it. Same thing here. Ladies and gentlemen, today we'll cover the remaining napkin presentations. However, start us napkin presentation 5. I beg you, welcome with me one of our gold and solid leaders in jobs. No one else but the great innocent mind himself. Please put your hands together. For Mr. Innocent.